Hold on, inside, run.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
come
yeah.
through. Hold on, try to get him. Right here. He already came through.
Got him. Oh my,
Nice,
black,
nice,
bro.
Yes, in the face!
In today's video, I know there's a lot of new players playing the game, and I really want to go over what to do in Escape from Tarkov in this new wipe. So today I'm going to go over 10 things on what new players should be doing in Escape from Tarkov for this 12.11 patch. My name is Ruben. I stream Escape from Tarkov Sunday through Wednesday, sometimes on the weekends in the evening. I would love it if you guys just jump by and said hello, and let's get right into the video. So the number one thing I want to stress is survival in this game. It is a survival game, technically. It's not like Minecraft or any other game like that, but the point is to survive and leave the raid with whatever loot you have or whatever objective you did. The more oftentimes you can survive, the better time you're gonna have with this game. If you're gonna go in there constantly looking for a fight, if that's your objective, fine, but more oftentimes you're gonna die, and it's gonna get really old really quick because you're gonna die by who knows what, from where, and you're gonna lose all your stuff. So survival is key. Don't go looking for a fight. Avoid fights as much as you can and only fight when you have to. So another thing when it comes to survival is make sure you're eating and drinking. Staying hydrated and giving yourself enough energy is really important. The amount of times I've loaded into a raid because I'm surviving so often and not eating and drinking and just going in there dehydrated is too many to count. I forget so often, and it actually hurts my ability to survive in raid. So make sure you guys are topped off while you're sprinting around, while you're looking for things, so this way you just don't die of dehydration, because that'll be super frustrating and just not fun. The next thing about loading into raids is being stingy with your equipment. There is a lot of equipment that you start off with, and that's great, but don't just bring everything in. Don't bring a pistol in, 2 guns, and 15 magazines. There's no point in doing that. The chances of you losing that are higher, and you're going to go in overweight. The only thing you should really prioritize bringing in is what you know you need for the raid. If you know you're going to get into a few gunfights because this is going to be a really hot area, okay, bring a rifle, some armor or helmet, a couple grenades, and 2 or 3 magazines. Know what you're getting into. Don't just bring everything in just in case. Have an objective, load into the raid, and get it done. Now, when it comes to loading in with gear and being stingy, put some of the gear that you know you don't want to lose into your secure container. Your secure container is never gonna be looted. So what that means is everything you put in there, you go into raid and you die, it's gonna be there when you come back. So I put a Propitol, a CMS kit, maybe a Salua, some food, water, and extra ammunition depending on the size of your container. Right now I have the Gamma container. They're smaller ones, but bring in what's essential to you. I know some people put magazines in there so they don't lose ammunition when they die. It depends on what you're trying to do and what you prioritize as important for you. So by doing this, I know I won't be losing med kits, water, and food, the things that are actually really important in the start of wipe when your metabolism is really low. So that's what I throw in there, and that's my advice to you guys. Now, in raid, when you kill a PMC, you kill a scav, or you kill a bunch of things, don't be greedy with loot. Take what you need. If it's for a task, take it. If it's a gun you really want, okay, fine, take it. But you need to prioritize what's most important and what's not going to slow you down. If you loot everything in sight for the sake of looting everything in sight, you're going to be overweight. You're not going to be able to run away when you need to run away. And you're going to fill up your stash for what reason? Are you going to be selling these things? You need to just have a goal every time you load into raid. Know what you want to get. And maybe you get a surprise. You got to be prepared for those surprises in game. Sometimes something's going to spawn. You're going to be like, oh, I really want that. I don't care what I have on me. I'm going to drop everything just to get that. So be it. If that's your prerogative, do it. Now, when it comes to looting and all this fun stuff, there's another option, and you have your scav. Your scav is like your treasure hunter. You load into a raid with limited time left at the top right corner. When you check it out, it's probably like maybe 20 minutes left or 12 minutes left. I've seen 6 minutes one time. I hope they never do that again. But you have a limited amount of time to get as much loot as you can. So do that. Go around the places you've never been before. Be really careful. Be very sneaky. Grab and go. Fill up things that you probably wouldn't prioritize when it comes to raid with your PMC, but just grab it as a scav, because anything you take and get from a scav, including their weapon you load in, you can bring back. So sometimes scavs can spawn keys on them, or key cards, or cool weapons that you just can never usually find in raid. So always come back and try to really survive with a scav. Now, speaking of loot, and why we're looting so much is because we obviously want to sell it, but we also want to level up our hideout. And that should be the next thing that's a priority for us. Leveling up your hideout is going to allow you to make a workbench, a lab, a med kit station to make some med kits, a resting station so you can recoup a little bit better. There's a bunch of different things in the hideout that you should be leveling up as you're looting and as you're leveling up your PMC, because when that complements your PMC, you're going to have the gear that you want. You're going to be able to sell certain gear that you craft when you get to level 20 on the flea market. So it's all just going to be a good cycle about being very successful as far as making money and playing the game. Speaking of leveling up, we level up our hideout, but we also need to level up our PMC. Doing your tasks is the #1 way to level up your PMC. I don't care what anyone says. Yes, you can go fight and kill as many scavs and all the PMCs you want, but there's a lot of risk in that, and yeah, you'll get a lot of XP. But when you do your tasks, you're gonna get a huge bonus in XP, some money, some loot from the traders, and you're gonna level up so much quicker. It's also gonna allow you to figure out the lore in the game and also help you understand the maps. There's certain areas that you have to go that you don't normally go, and that's what those tasks are gonna make you do. And you're gonna have better gear the more you level up with the traders. So focus on your tasks and get those done as quick as you can. Now, the biggest thing in this game is have fun. And how do you do that? Play with friends. Cooperate, goof around. Yeah, it'll be frustrating sometimes, but that's the point. The camaraderie in this game and the community of this game is growing. And if you guys really need a community, join my Discord. I'll put a link down below. I'm slowly growing that, and if you need someone to help you out in the game, or if you know a little bit more about the game and you want to help others just as much as I do, jump into the Discord channel. But playing with other people is what's going to make you better in the game and going to keep it fun. You can play by yourself, and that's totally okay if that's what you want to do. But this is a multiplayer game. Have fun with your friends. It's going to help you level up, get some loot. Maybe you learn something, a thing or two from someone that's a total Chad. Go for it. Now that's going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys have any advice for newer players, drop a comment down below and let me know what you think. I'll see you guys on the next raid. Peace out.